decertification, mediation, NFLPA, lockout, NFL, revenue sharing, CBA, litigation. How many of you guys can confidently explain what these terms mean? All right, yeah. Cousin Sal Investigates, which is a segment on Jimmy Kimmel, he went around Hollywood Boulevard and asked people wearing NFL clothing, that like Steelers hats, and he asked them what the lockout was and what it was about, and they had no idea. So you guys aren't alone. I myself have been a Redskins fan and an NFL fan for as long as I can remember. I've been following the lockout since it was possible in 2008 when the owners opted out of the current collective bargaining agreement. And the collective bargaining agreement, or CBA, is an agreement between the NFLPA, which is the Players Association, and the NFL Union. They agree with the owners and explain terms, rules, how the money is to be split up. And it was set for 2006 to 2012, the most recent one. And in 1993, it was made. And then in 2006, it was extended by the owners. And it was a clause that you could opt out of it if you needed to, either the owners or the players. And why the owners did it was because currently they split $9 billion, and $1 billion off the top is to the owners, and then about 60% go to the players, and then 40% to the owners. And the owners felt like they deserved more money. And Dick Cass came to speak to the business school, and he said, if you want to make money, stay out of the NFL, because currently owners are not making much money, or some owners are actually losing money. So both sides offered solutions, and they tried their best, but they have a federal mediator, and they were still very far apart on the terms. On March 3rd, which was the deadline, they reached an agreement to extend it to March 4th. So everyone got excited because they thought maybe there is possibility of a deal. On March 4th, the deadline was then extended a week. So everyone was like, all right, this is great. The NFL players and the owners are starting to get along and understand each other. But the good news did not last long, and the NFLPA decertified, which means they stopped being a union. And this was because the NFL is protected against the NFLPA suing them because it's just how it is. And Tom Brady, Drew Brees, and Peyton Manning all now have action lawsuits against the NFL. And what the owners want is they're losing a lot of money. They put their money on the line, and they're losing a lot of money. They believe they deserve more money. So how much is $9 billion? Well, this right here is $1 billion, and it's 10 pallets full of $100 bills. So that's a lot of money. So when they want more than $1 billion, and they want the players to take the same amount of less money. What they also want is they want an 18-game schedule, which would allow more revenue. And they also want a rookie scale wage, which would allow rookies to be paid less money because they haven't proved themselves. An average player makes $1.4 million a year. The least money is about $500,000. And if you were to play from the ages 21 to 25, you'd make $5 million total. And if you were to die at the age of 75, you could split up this money and make $90,000 a year, which to anyone is a lot of money. So what the NFL Players Association wants is all they want to do is play. Currently, there's about a 100% injury rate in the NFL. Every player gets injured. They put their bodies on the line, and they want health care. They want health care for themselves. They want it extended to former players. They want it extended to beyond a short period after they retire. And currently, players that don't play very long in the NFL are not covered very long. Former players also agree with the current NFLPA, or what was the NFLPA. And in a simple statement on the NFLPA, they created a website. They said all they're fighting for is clean jocks, clean socks, free agency, and former player benefits. Currently, they are set to not have a 2011-2012 NFL season, and both players and owners are gonna lose out on $9 billion to share. And if they can't do that, then they need to figure out how to not be mean to each other.